This is Sadeem. He is a 12-year-old registered Arabian Gelding. These couple shots are Liberty shots from 2015 because I've been trained to do a lot of Liberty and some trick training. He is trained to rear up, but only from the ground, not from the saddle. And even then, he's not super enthusiastic about it. But he does do some beautiful, beautiful Liberty work. More shots from that later. So this is from today. And so he's a 12-year-old Arabian Gelding. Here I'm riding him just in a rope halter. He's available for $900 and he's located in Midland, Ohio. So he's a green horse, so he's been all over. He's been to lots of expos, trailered to lots of different places for doing the Liberty and the trick training demos. And he's been in a bunch of my movies. But he hasn't been under saddle very long, so he's considered pretty green. But he is a super willing horse, not that spooky, and doing really well at the trot and the canter, and his whoa is beautiful. And he's very soft. Again, he's still very green, but he's getting better and better all the time, and just needs someone to put some time on him. I'm riding him in a dressage saddle, but you could easily ride him in a Western saddle, but keep in mind, because he's an Arabian, his back is shorter than other horses. He's been trail ridden some. He will go through water. There's some more footage of that with him in the water. Here's just some basic, a walk, trot, and a little bit of canter. His canter isn't perfect yet, so he doesn't hold it for a very long time, but he's doing really well with it. Again, this is just riding him in a rope halter. Sadeem is just under 14.3 hands tall. He's flea bitten gray. He's a little bit dirty here, which is why he looks a little bit yellow. But yeah, he cleans up really sharp. I have not ridden him in a bit, but he is doing really, really well being ridden in a bitless bridle or a bozal or a halter. He's good with dogs, cars, he's used to tractors and four-wheelers, he's used to tarps, he's been in lots of different places, he's excellent at loading, he stands beautifully at a mount, he's good for the fete, he's good for the farrier, again he loads, he stands tied, he has been in a stall before. He is somewhat buddy sour. If you take the horses away, he will get wound up, but you can ride him out alone, as you'll see in a video coming up here, that I take him out for a little quick trail ride on the property, away from the horses. His buddy is whinnying for him the whole time, and he does a good job just walking away and to home, and that will only get better with practice. Again, he hasn't been ridden very much, so some of that's still pretty new for him. He has a nice little trot, and his canter is pretty smooth. Again, he canters fine, but he's still getting used to doing it and holding it. He's been, there's a nice little canter there. He's been in cities before, so downtown Milwaukee, we went and did a thing for a festival there with a lot of kids, so he's really good around crowds and stuff, especially if you have another horse there with him. He will stay calm if the other horse is calm, and we took him, there were thousands of people there, and he did really well right in downtown Milwaukee with overpasses and cars, and he just did really, really well. And again, he has a really good whoa. So here's our quick little trail ride, again just riding him in a rope halter or out by ourselves with just me and the dog. We saw some deer. He put his head up and stared at them for a little while, and then after a minute or two continued walking. Did not spook or try to run back, even though you could tell he was a bit nervous about it. So here you can see he's just walking with his head down. I've owned Sadeem since he was a year and a half old. I bought him, obviously had very little training done at that time, and have done all of the training on him now. the Liberty and the riding, and he's just a really, really nice horse. He's easy to catch. Here's some Liberty stuff that we did in 2015. We were filming the short film Essence. There'll be a link in the description to see that movie as well, which has a bunch of shots where he's in it. And you can see here that he's with my my quarter horse Jackson here. We were filming some shots that these shots didn't actually make it into the movie. But you can see, so here's another locations for some footage we didn't get in the movie. You can see we're riding both horses bridleless. We're out in the middle of farm riding in the Apple River. And you can see clearly he's okay with water. He'll go right in the deeper water. He'd be a really good trail horse going with the group. He will just follow along and be chill and do whatever the other horses are doing. Again, really good with water. He's good at staying with people. He trusts people a lot. And again, he's still just learning about the whole riding stuff, but he's doing really well and he wants to please. And here he is just for one of the shots for Essence, just running past the camera.